Hello, YouTube, and all my friends and followers and family that are watching. This is Stephanie. That doesn't define me, VSG. It is my 17-week post-op update. Um, I had my surgery on September 19th, 2014, at Celebration Health Center with Dr. Keith Kim. Amazing program there. So to start everything out, I will give you my numbers for my highest weight, which was on June 25th, 2014. I was 445 pounds. My weight as of surgery was 423 pounds. That was on September 19th, 2014. My weight last week on January 8th, 2015 was 344 pounds. And this week, my weigh-in, I weighed in at 342 pounds for a 2-pound loss this week and a total loss of 103 pounds total since that June 25th, so that's pre and post-op, 23 pounds pre-op and 80 pounds post-op at this point. So can't be happier. That's totally great. I feel like surgery has been a complete success, and yes, I still am in what they call the honeymoon stage, but I do feel really great about it, and I do have planned to, stick with everything for a long time to come. I feel great. I can't say enough good things about how I've been feeling lately. I just have so much energy, and my body is changing, and it's weird. I'm totally not used to my body being the way that it is. It's really strange because the last time I was on my way, was this weight, probably, I don't know, 10 years ago. I was close to this weight. I was a little bit heavier than this when I first met Ricky 3 years ago. It was about 10 pounds heavier than this. But this weight that I am right now, the last time I was at this weight, I was probably, I want to say, 10 years ago. So it's been a long time since I've seen this. And, I was thinking about it, and it's like, I feel like my body is different now than it was when I was this weight at, 23 years old instead of 33 years old. And it's because it's shrinking instead of before it was you were increasing and fat was getting dispersed. Whereas this way, it's fat is melting away, so your body is like totally different. Like it's really weird. And in my head, when I thought I would be losing, like I didn't think that right away I would feel this strange about my body, because I really do feel strange about my body, because it's really totally different. But this week was a really good week, other than the fact that work was insanely busy. It was so crazy that I worked through most of my lunches this week, and I didn't get any walking in. It really sucks. So we are going to the parks this weekend. We're going to Disney, so I know I will walk and walk and walk miles on Saturday. So I'm not too worried, because I know, it's not a game of catch-up. It's not like I can make up for not walking the other days, because you really need to be active every single day. But I know that I have a plan, and I'm going to Disney this weekend, and we'll be doing a lot of walking. But work has just been crazy. I'm really disappointed in the fact that they don't want to hire me help now, and everything is on my plate all by myself. But I'll make it work. I always do. So Ricky and I went to the eye doctor last Friday, and we got new prescriptions, and these lovely beauties are my new glasses. They are purple with hot pink sides. I am quite a fan. And then I got another pair. Let me grab them. I should have been more prepared and had them right here. Oh, that's my old pair. I got another pair, which these are really cool. They're kind of like wood grain looking, and I will pop them on. Here is my other pair. So, tell me which ones you like best in the comments. I don't know. I can't decide which ones I like best. They're like green. I don't know if you can tell. They're a greenish color. They're not actually black. They kind of look black in this lighting, but they are green. Sweet green. So, yeah, I really like them a lot, too. So, maybe I'll just keep them on for the rest of the video. Okay, so we went to eye doctor, got these today, picked them up from the eye doctor today. What else happened this week? I went and got my nails did. They're looking super cool. Love them. My nail girl is really awesome. Got them put more of a stiletto point. And this is what I do for myself now. Instead of before surgery, before this whole process started, I would be like, oh, I want to do something for myself. I'm going to get myself a nice meal. I'm going to get myself some sweets or something like that. No. You have to change your mentality now, and you have to find new things that you do for yourself. And so now, every 2 to 3 weeks, I get my nails done. That's the thing I do for myself. That's me doing me. So I got my nails done this week, and Monday we as in my mom and my sister and I, went to go look at bridesmaid dresses, and that was really fun. And while we were there, I decided to try on some wedding dresses for me. And I was thrilled because at first I was like, I don't think anything's going to fit me because wedding dresses run small. Well, so I was like, just grab 26s. I don't want to see what the other sizes are going to look like on me. Well, they didn't have very many 26s, so I grabbed 26 and a 24. Got in there, and the dress I really wanted to try on was a 26. Put it on, and my mom was like, this is way too big on you. This is ridiculous. Had to do all the clipping and everything. And then so the next dress, she was like, you're trying on a 24. Well, the 24 was even a little bit big. So I could fit in a 22. Yeah, I could fit in a 22. It didn't zip up all the way, but it was like almost there. So I fit in 22. That's amazing. I don't even remember fitting in 22 10 years ago. I think I was a 24 10 years ago. So honestly, this place is a place I haven't been in a very, very, very long time. I want to say maybe my first year of college, so I was like 19, 20 years old, that I was fitting in 22s. So that was an amazing feeling, fitting in a 22, and it was a very emotional experience. Wedding dress shopping is emotional anyways, but the fact that my body is so different, and I never thought that I could fit in a regular wedding dress. You know, before this point, I never imagined myself wearing a typical wedding dress. I always, because my grandmother is a really good seamstress, I always thought, oh, my granny will make me a wedding dress. I'm not going to buy one. And I have a totally different mentality about it now. It's amazing. So I cried, I laughed, we had a good time. Wish I could show you the pictures, but I can't because one of them might be the dress. I don't know. We didn't make a decision yet. I want to wait till I'm a little bit closer to the wedding date to decide. But I will keep you posted on Wedding Dress Hunt 2015. That's what we'll call it. Went to support group on Wednesday night, and that was amazing. My bariatric program is just so unbelievable. I can't say enough amazing things about them. And before support group started, Sharon, who is the bariatric coordinator, came up to me and said, do you mind if I mention your video blog to the group? And it's like 100 people that were in the room, is my guess, somewhere around there, 80, 60, 80, 100, something like that. I'm not good at guessing numbers like that. And I said to her, absolutely, you can, tell people about my blog. And she's like, okay, I'm going to tell the group about your video blog tonight. So her and Dr. Kim, the surgeon, was there. Her and Dr. Kim basically said, hey, we have this amazing patient who has a video blog that we think you all should check out. And they said she's an inspiration and basically are saying, hey, we think that she's doing the right thing. And do I think I'm doing the wrong thing? No, but I know that I make missteps. I'm human, and it just was so affirming to me that my bariatric program thinks that I'm doing things right, and I'm an inspiration to other people going to have this surgery. It's like amazing. And I'm not here to be, a YouTube celebrity or anything like that. That's not what I made this for. I made this for accountability. I made this for myself. I made this so that I don't fall off the wagon like I've done so many times before when I was dieting. And yes, I realize that this is a life change. It is not a diet. But just know that if you're joining me, I appreciate it, but I didn't create this for the fans, for the people following me. But in the process, I've gained such an amazing support system. So if you're watching this and if you're from my support group at Celebration Health, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. And, if you're watching next month, say hi to me and talk to me. I don't want to just have internet support. I want to make friends in the weight loss community and meet you in person. So, let's use this as a tool to help you learn about the process of weight loss surgery. But hey, I'm willing to be your friend and, mentor people who are just starting out in the process as well. So it really felt good that they mentioned me, and support group, as always, was awesome, very useful. Dr. Ferguson, I know that in past videos I said that I didn't have a very good experience with her at first. And I didn't, because she said to me that I have an addictive personality, and she didn't think that, that maybe one day I would gain weight back because of my personality like this. And that was just my first impression. I've been to multiple support groups with her now, and I think that she's great. So I don't want anybody to think that I don't like Dr. Ferguson, who is the psychologist for the bariatric program at my group. She's great, and I do really appreciate her now a lot more now that I'm getting to experience her firsthand. And, she just runs the group really well. And if you're watching this and you had your surgery at Celebration Health or anywhere in the Central Florida area and you need a support group, come out. They welcome everyone, not just Dr. Kim's patients. And if you are Dr. Kim's patient and you're not going to support group, why not? It's a free service, and support is what's going to keep you in this. You're not going to do it on your own. What is that saying? No man is an island. Yeah, you're not going to. You need the support, and especially if you don't have the support at home. I do have the support at home. I have a great support system at home, but I appreciate. I appreciate going and being with people who are on this journey with me, who are going through the same journey as well. So on my Facebook and my Instagram and my Pinterest and my Twitter, I put it out to everyone, hey, ask me questions. And I got a couple of questions that I would like to answer for you guys. And I figure maybe like once a month I will go ahead and say, hey, you guys have any questions for me? But don't hesitate to ask me questions anytime. I'm happy to answer. But so Cindy Verdon, which if you're not following Cindy Verdon, she is like inspiration. Like, it says inspiration in the dictionary, and it has Cindy Verdon's picture right next to her. She is like Miss Pumped Up, cool lady. She's like a mom, and she's had the surgery, and she's like already in Wonderland, and, oh, by the way, Wonderland is when you hit under 200 pounds. She's already in Wonderland, and she's just amazing. She's really great. Cindy asked me, what do you think about when you lay your head on your pillow at night? What legacy are you leaving, and how does weight loss affect this? Woo! That's a heavy question, Cindy. What do I think about when I lay my head at night? Honestly, if we're gonna go all seriously here, I think about work. I never get out of work mode. That's really bad, but I do think about work. But I mean, if we're thinking about, say, you know, hypothetically, what do you think about when you lay your head on your pillow at night? You know, I think about what's going on in this world, and why do we judge other people, and why can't we just treat each other with kindness, and why can't we just have more joy in our lives? Those are the things I think about. What is the legacy that I'm leaving, and how does weight loss affect it? Okay, so I think my legacy was very bleak before weight loss surgery. I don't know that I would have been able to get pregnant. I don't know that I would have been here for much longer. I don't know that there would have been much of a legacy. I mean, I definitely wouldn't have called it legacy, that's for sure. But now I feel like my future is so bright, and I have so much to do. I'm only 33. I have so much to do and so much to be, and, you know, I want to bring happiness to the lives of people who are around me. And when I leave this earth, I want people to say that Stephanie brought joy to our lives, and Stephanie made my life better. That's what I guess I would leave as my legacy. Heavy stuff, Cindy. Thank you for that. And then another follower, her name is Ruth Overmeyer. She said, how do I curb my sweet cravings? How do I curb my sweet cravings? Well, I think the number one thing is to stay away from real sugar. Like, no matter what your craving is, don't have the real sugar. And then number two is, if you seriously have a craving, it's probably best not to deprive yourself, but to have something small. So Ruth mentioned Thanksgiving, and for me, pumpkin is what Thanksgiving is all about. And I wanted pumpkin pie, but I knew that I couldn't have pumpkin pie. So what did I do? I just had a couple spoons of the pumpkin pie filling, just the filling part, not the crust, not the not the stuff I wasn't really supposed to have. At that point, I was cleared to eat pumpkin, and it had a little bit of sugar in it, and that's fine. But I feel like eating the sugar is like opening up Pandora's box. We've gotten ourselves off of sugar in the pre-op point. We've weaned ourselves. And if you start down that path, it is literally like opening a Pandora's box. So if you have a little sugar, I think it's okay. But if you just go all full-blown and have a piece of cake, you're heading down a very slippery slope. But for me, on a day-to-day basis, not Thanksgiving, not the holidays, how do I curb my sweet cravings? I keep popsicles in the house. I keep fat-free, sugar-free pudding in the house. I have chocolate and vanilla. What else do I keep? Jell-O. I keep Jell-Os in the house, sugar-free Jell-Os in the house. We even
Those
have...
protein shakes are actually really good, too. They're
yes,
sweet, they're good.
Nectar has delicious protein shakes, and now that I'm post-op, I don't have them every day. But, like, protein shakes, if you are, craving a sweet thing, and especially post-op, you can add some fruit in it, you can add, and blend it up. Like, those, if they're sweet and they're really good. Fat-free, sugar-free, Cool Whip. Sparingly, because it's empty calories. Let's be honest here. Is great on top of the pudding and the Jell-O. Those are great ways to curb your sugar cravings. And very sparingly, we use sugar-free ice cream. I'm not talking about an every night, and I'm not even talking about even every week do I have it. No. It's maybe a handful of times since I've been post-op that I have had sugar-free ice cream. Because, again, it is empty calories. But it is there. You get that ice cream taste. And Breyers, is that the brand? Breyers? Breyers has some really delicious flavors that are sugar-free. But you have to know that you can control that. That you're not going to just go in there and try to eat the whole, container of the sugar-free ice cream. I know that I am not a huge ice cream buff. I would never, even before surgery, sit down and eat a whole container of ice cream. So I know that having ice cream in the house is not going to be a sabotage for me, even if it's sugar-free. But there are some really delicious flavors. The salted caramel is really good, and so is the mint chocolate chip. Both delicious. Those are the two flavors that we've had. What was that stuff that we tried that was booty? That sugar-free protein ice cream?
I think it was called Garbage, the ice cream.
No, it wasn't. It was like
It was awful.
Arctic Chill or something like that. I heard people like it, but I thought it was...
Those people are wrong.
What, is there still some in the freezer?
No, I don't know. I hope not. No,
okay, I was going to show you the container, but it's gone. I think as we threw it out. It's bad. Like, because it said it had 10 grams of protein, and I was like, oh, well, this isn't really that empty. And it had milk, and it was, sugar-free, and blah, 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 blah. And no, it's not good. So my answer, long story short, to you, Ruth, is just stay away from it if you can. But if you can't, there's lots of good sugar-free options out there, and it's just poking around and trying to find those sugar-free options. So,
and get the smallest one you can. That way you can try it out first.
Yeah, get the smallest one you can. Oh, I dropped some of my notes. Hold on. Okay, so I said last week that I'm going to give you a cooking tip every week for the next few weeks. So, my cooking tip for this week from David, who is the chef that is, 5 years out in my bariatric program that lost over 180 pounds. My tip for this week that is from his list, it says, implement downsizing. He says, literally, using chopsticks, diminutized spoons, paring knives, sake cups, baby utensils, cocktail forks, skewers and picks, shot glasses, and fine old silver specialty pieces can provide multiple benefits for the bariatric patients. Can you list how? Yes. Like, do not put your little, bariatric portion on a giant plate. It just makes you feel so inadequate, like your meal is inadequate. Get yourself cute little plates. I have a little robot plate that I love. I always use the dessert plates that we have. You gave me way too much food.
I know I gave you way too much.
He's telling me to show the dinner that he gave. I'll show you the dinner, but it's way too much food. I'm not even going to eat half of this. This is my dinner. It's meatloaf and vegetables and cheese. I'll probably eat half of the meatloaf and half of the cheese and a couple bites of the veggies. But you see this plate? It's a little plate. It's a tiny plate. Use your tiny plate. Baby spoons. Use the baby spoons. It keeps you from eating too fast. I've gone way too long on this video. I am so sorry, guys. But I don't know. Somehow I always have a lot to say. Well, I love you guys, and I think you're great, and I appreciate you following me in my journey. Don't forget to catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. I look forward to hearing from all of you, and I will talk to you next week. Bye for now.